been a couple days off. Did it cross your mind to take a day off, or how important do you think was it for you to be out here right from day one in training camp?
Well, we thought it was important enough to get on a flight last night and arrive late, but it doesn't matter for me. I don't have to play the game. I just got to get prepared, so it wasn't a big deal. But Nuge and Connor have worked hard for 3 weeks now and have been through all of this and deserve a little time off. So they'll get a rest, and Sakara and Draisaitl will learn the same thing when they get back. So camp isn't full, but we can still become a better hockey club with the players that we do have here.
How would you assess Ryan and Connor's performance with your group at Team North American?
I thought they had a huge impact on the success of our team, and predictably Connor used his speed and created offensive chances, but and we're very happy for that. But the bright spot for me was Nuge's play. He played well all over the rink. A number of his teammates made comments to the coaching staff about how underrated they thought he was, and how the other coaches also mentioned to me how detailed he was. He was very responsible all over the place and played a really good game. So certainly very happy with the performance of both of them.
What was that coaching experience like for you?
It was very rewarding for on a lot of different levels. To work with world-class coaches and get new ideas, that was rewarding. To be around players of that caliber and have that youthful enthusiasm was very rewarding. To be involved with the best doctors and training staff and that type of stuff was excellent. The competition pushed us early. I think sometimes as coaches are a little bit like players. We're trying to find our game early in the exhibition season. We're trying to feel our way through training camp and sharpen up, but they made you be alert right away, and it was tremendous. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Tyler Benson, are we going to see him anytime soon, or
you know what? That's Maddie. I don't even have the answer to that question because it's been such a crazy morning as far as injury updates and that type of stuff. From what I've been told when I was away, his injury is one that we want to make sure that he's healed and that he's ready to play competitively when he gets back out there. So if you ask me that question tomorrow, I may be able to give you a better answer. Right now, everything's happening so fast, I don't have it.
Should we read anything into Lucic with Eberle, Pouliot with Puljujärvi, and Maroon with Nail Yakupov in terms of got three centers away, but are those tandems that we might see stay together in the wing?
You could look into that as a starting point. Obviously, the three centers away would fill some of those holes. But there will be a number of experiments that we try throughout camp. Do we try the three-center rotation? Do we put somebody on the wing who's auditioning for the three-hole if we do overload lines? The back end is just having Clough and Larson in the mix is completely different than it was last year. So we've got to retool things back there and figure out how we're going to work the pairs. But after the first 5 or 6 hours on the ice, I think we'll keep everything the way it is and try and get one more day under our belt.
After the World Cup where so many centers are playing on the wing, does that change or amplify anything with Leon in terms of all these other centers are playing the wing and they did just fine?
Not for me. We've always done that. My time in San Jose, and in fact in Detroit too, we've always had an overabundance of players that have been able to play that position, and they go to the wing and they have success. And we've talked about it many times here. Players sometimes will give up their home positions to play more minutes and with higher-end players, more skilled players, and they're willing to do that. And this team's probably no different. It's just we have to figure out what's right for the group rather than the individual, and where we can get the most production out of everybody as a whole.
Talking about we talked to Yakupov. What do you want to see from him this year that you did not see last year?
Well, you know what? We're going to put last year behind us. Yak has come to camp from what I've seen, and again, I've been away. For me, coming in today was like seeing your son come home from school. Like all these guys, it was the first time I met Adam Larson. I haven't actually shook his hand. I've talked to him on the phone. So it was an interesting day for me. So Yak, this is the second time I've been able to run into him, and he's a tremendous player. He's got an incredible skill set. He's got a great shot. It's putting it all together and being productive. And everybody that's involved in this organization, players, coaching staff, and Yak, have to work hard to get him to where we think we can, and he'll do that. We'll help him.
Todd, Peter called Oscar and Adam basically additions to the blue line
Mm-hmm.
because both coming in. But how do you see the defense corps rounding out heading into camp right now?
Well, they are additions. Clef we know a little bit about, but that's a long time on the IR last year. So he's coming in and reestablishing himself, trying to get his game under his belt. Larson, a lot of homework went into him prior to the trade, but now we get to see him and get to learn him as a person and his personality traits. Darnell's going to be a year older, a year stronger. Davey's got to come in and be more confident. It'd be nice if Bobby Orr showed up, but I think for us it's more collective than individual, and everybody takes a little bit of a stride forward. We'll be better as a group.
A little much for a 68-year-old guy to be able to help you at the back end.
Well, Chelly was playing at 52, so or whatever it was.
Riding a bike in the sauna.
Yeah.
Pat Maroon came back to camp 25 pounds down. You must have been pretty happy to see that. He was pretty fit, yeah.
I'm really proud of Patty. He took some direction. He went and used it, and he's extremely fit right now. So I think he's going to be a lot quicker. He's still got the nice hands. He's got a little twinkle in his eye right now. He looks very confident. So once he gets going here and we play games, I think we're going to see even a better Patrick Maroon. We hope we do.
The question, of course, is when he left, you said if he gets in shape, you have a good chance to be playing with Connor McDavid, then you sign Milan Lucic.
Yeah, and that's the plan. That can still happen. But Patty Maroon's a smart guy. He's been around for quite a while, and he or Milan or anybody else can get up there and play. So I'm just happy for Patrick, the way he went home and trained, and the commitment level that he showed to the organization, to the fans here, and to his teammates was second to none. So hopefully he can parlay that into a tremendous year.
Caggiula, he's a winger as a college player, but it doesn't hurt if he wants to play center.
No, we're trying him there. Again, we're looking to see who can fill that number 3 hole. Whether it's one of the 3 veterans or somebody else in that spot. We'll give Drake a chance there. We know he can play on the wing. We'd like to see what he does in the middle.